Hello and welcome back to Magic, Mischief, and Mayhem. We are back with our fifth installment, I believe, in the series of the Tales of Blood and Sand. Is it the fifth installment or the fourth?
I think it's the fourth.
Fourth.
Well, welcome back to the fourth,
We all
maybe
think it's the
fifth
fourth.
installment of the Tales of Blood and Sand. Where we last left off, our adventurers were... Where we last left off, our adventurers had just fought a BBEG that had come through the portal and had left them in a pretty messed up state. They had just gotten healed back up and was kind of reassessing the situation from there. If you would like to get the full story on that, you're more than welcome to listen to the episode before this. I'll tag that up above. But right now, let's go briefly back over what happened last session, and then we'll jump right into it again. So last session, y'all had investigated more into what happened with the bodies there in the training room that led to y'all ended up killing Natalie and Scarlet. Supposedly. And from there, y'all continued to investigate the rest of the keep. Doing so led y'all to this series of industrial rooms that had doors opened and closed based off of pipe valves that y'all turned, and it would lower the door and open a different one, raise one door and lower another. And this proved to be a series of obstacles where y'all went through, opened up different doors, and tried to investigate a little bit further through the cracks in the doors, which led to y'all encountering the spirits that attacked y'all later on. And after swiftly dispelling of that, y'all found some books, read through some of the lore for the ancient race that was here, kind of a little bit more into the backstory of who they are, what they're about, their mindset, briefly. And then from there, y'all continued on further south to the throne room, portal room area, where y'all investigated the hold on one second. Sorry about that. Where y'all investigated the altars. There was two of them there, which led y'all to kind of figure out that this ancient race is not so kind. One of the altars had one of these draconians with his foot on top of a skull, and another one that was sitting on a throne made out of different corpses and other races. This then led y'all to the actual portal room, where through a little bit of hesitancy, Genevera did encourage and in a deceitful kind of way trick y'all into bringing about the BBEG, which is this ancient draconian about the size 20 foot tall or so, and is a monster. And then y'all ended up fighting it. Y'all didn't win, but you put up a decent enough challenge that you grabbed his attention. And then from there, after taking down a couple of y'all, he decided to take his leave to go and find more interesting things to take care of, leaving y'all to lick your wounds and hopefully in the near future become a better threat to him. He is very much driven about conquest and challenge. So, this left y'all picking up your comrades in the portal room there with Genevera. And something interesting is happening to Genevera now when we last left off. So, anyone have anything else they want to add to it? Or do y'all want to just jump right in?
I ain't got nothing. Well, we pretty much summed it up. Let's get it started.
All right. So, when we last left off, y'all had just gotten your comrades picked up, and Genevera, who is roughly about a 10-foot, 8-foot tall spirit, is slowly beginning to change. Slowly starting to make some sort of, well, I'll let y'all figure it.
What is she?
So, with myself and Styx and Leon, are we worthy of a mass healing word from me? Is that a thing? Because I can do that. Or do y'all think that I should save that for later down the line?
I think you might as well use it if we end up in like a predicament enough.
Yeah, I would go ahead and heal yourself. Y'all are pretty weak from the last battle, so and we still have to make it out of the
Okay.
area too.
So I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word. And I don't really know how it works because I've not used a mass healing spell before. So do I just pick like the people?
So the spell description should tell you a little bit of how it works.
Okay.
But Mass Healing Word is you can restore up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. That's 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah.
So up to 6 people.
Alright. So I'm gonna heal myself and Styx and Leon for 6 HP. It's not much, but it's something.
It's something. I appreciate it.
Leon especially appreciates it, seeing as how he can't be revived. That does take a toll on people.
He's dancing with death.
Alright. So, as you are picking yourselves up, Genevera has slowly began to regain her form back. She's slowly becoming less spirit and more mortal presence. A religion check might help you understand why.
Who's gonna make it?
I have
+2 to
zero
religion, so it should
religion,
not be.
so
I only have a +1, so. Alright, Styx.
23.
Nice.
Okay. So Genevera is slowly beginning to regain her form back. She's becoming stronger. She's becoming more powerful. And Styx, you believe that this is because in Genevera's mind, she has pledged her loyalty to this deity, to this faux god. Whatever fakeness he has, he apparently does exhibit some relevance of some
Patronage?
spiritual, some patronage. Because what's happening is while he was gone, she was unable to use her own power. And now that he has returned back to the same plane, to the same world as her strength is slowly coming back from him. Kind of like this severed connection between her and her god has slowly become restored. So as she begins to regain her form, you're going to see his swords slowly begin to reappear back around her. and she kind of just stares down at her hands, watching as her own form comes back in to view. But she has not made any kind of moves towards y'all.
I think we should go.
I agree.
Everybody okay with heading out the door? As much as exploring this sounds fun, I think that surviving is more important right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't want to deal with Blady McBladerson again.
Not bladed, like bladers. Alright. Well, group.
So does everyone agree that we're gonna just skedaddle a little bit?
I agree. Does anybody else agree, or what are y'all thinking?
I mean,
If she
I'm
wanted,
almost.
she would have done it already.
You're not wrong.
We should probably ask her
So, like,
what's going on.
I also feel like the last time we risked it for the biscuit and stayed and looted a little bit longer, somebody got some cool shit. So
So we're risking it for the biscuit?
She
All
hasn't
right.
attacked us.
Talk to her.
Yeah, I just want to get some more information out of her, I guess. Huh?
If
All
that's
right,
the case,
I'm like
I'm gonna
90%
leave the
sure she's
room
gonna be
because
pretty
I
ticked.
am almost dead. So
I'm
I
gonna
don't want to
just
be in
stand by
here.
the door just in case. We'll be fine.
So Genevieve is going to finish kind of looking over herself. She's going to gently begin to touch her body, feeling the different curvatures, her skin. And then she's going to reach up and she's going to grab the sword and she's going to sheath it into the side of her waist and kind of stare at it amazed for a minute, realizing that she has something material she can touch.
Right.
So the portal was destroyed last time, right?
Yes. So there's no portal.
I don't think
Can I go look for that relic?
Sure.
Is it in this room that you're looking for? Or?
Do I need to give an investigation?
You already know you're going to have to.
Nine.
So, looking around in all the rubble, Genevieve is going to keep a very careful eye on you. And she watches all of y'all cautiously. Still unsure of exactly what's going to happen here. But as she watches, you're going to fumble around in the different rubble, and she's going to kind of cock her head a little bit to the side. She's just going to stare at you. And then eventually your hand is going to find what it's looking for. This relic. Dull. It's lost its color and its shine. But it's still intact. Uncracked, unbroken. But you definitely notice from the times that you felt it before, the magic is lost. Whatever was in it. Or is at least very, very, very dormant.
As she's looking at me, I'm gonna look her in the eyes and I'm gonna put it in the bag.
She's not gonna do anything.
So, that was your god, huh?
Our god. Our god.
Check out the rest of the keep sticks.
I don't know. I've never been bit by a god before.
Well, have you attacked one before? That was really reckless and foolish.
Styx is gonna shrug.
And unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure that any of you are my allies either. But you made good on your promise, so I'm gonna make good on mine. Leave me to do my work. I won't touch y'all. But don't mistake
And I'm
his
guessing
mercy
you're-
for mine.
I'm guessing your work is to restore the temple to its glory, its former glory.
That has already been done. Now it sits above the water, free as it was before. All I have to do is go through and clean it up a bit. Did you say anything? Did I miss something?
I think it did.
Well, with the ritual done, guys, I think we should take our leave. There's nothing else to do here.
So with
Genevieve,
that,
what is the name of your god?
our god,
Oops.
Your god.
Here we go.
I'm gonna keep
Looks
stepping
like
forward as I
it
hear
was me.
this.
the moment that you step forward, there's going to be a
As they keep
phantasmal
hearing the
blade that
challenge.
just keeps reappearing right behind you. I said I would make good on my promise. Do you
Sticks,
not
we should-
trust me?
Sticks, we should explore the rest of the keep.
Why are y'all being aggressive?
I just want to know his name.
There's no
And then I
need for
plan on
this
leaving.
hostility.
His name is Drolkin Alaxian.
Alright, works for me.
Alright, let's go. I'm staying behind you. At least if she attacks, I take the hit.
Lead the way. We leave. They won't let me move. Ah, there it goes. So we're exploring the rest of this keep, or are we leaving?
I think we should. Might be some good shit in here.
Okay, in that case, I want to explore my hallway that you so rudely took away from me.
I think we should go the other way and
I
not explore
regret-
the hallway.
I regret taking your hallway away. Let's go explore
You
your
should
freaking
trust
hallway.
the thief's instincts. All right.
So you are going to continue exploring the keep?
Apparently,
Yes, sir.
Cool. So is
I don't
Genevera.
really know if this is the greatest idea. Dang it!
So Genevera is also
Alright.
going to explore the rest of the keep. Kind
With
of.
us?
Not really so much with you. She's a little bit faster than y'all.
No. She's gonna beat us to everything.
But yeah, she's gonna explore with y'all as long as y'all keep y'all's distance.
Great. I want to go to the hallway. Everybody down? Great. We're going to the
Everybody
hallway.
What about these capstones right here? We didn't do anything with those.
Yeah, we never actually have to know what that did.
I mean, you could twist one.
This is very,
Twist?
very dangerous for us to twist it. But hey. Six? Your bodyguard right now. Are we moving?
Alright, what are y'all doing? We got multiple people doing different things.
Apparently, we're waiting and twisting the capstans.
So y'all are gonna try and twist the trap stands inside the portal room?
Oh,
Nah.
Trap stands. Trap stand. He just called them trap stands.
I think we should go check the hallway out and leave.
So, what are we doing, guys?
If y'all give me
Come on,
an,
let's just
if
go
y'all
check
give
the
me an
hallway.
investigation check, y'all might understand what the cap stands do.
I'll give you. I'll bite.
Right next to
I'll bite.
six.
I'll give you an investigation. I'll bite. All right. That is only a 14.
Based on what happened with the other doors, looking at the inside of the doors facing towards the actual portal room, it looks like there is these slits on the side of the door with these big, thick metal bars. You think if you
It
turn
locks
the
the
capstan, it might lock the portal room from the inside as a barricade.
Cool. Now we go to the hallway.
Yes, please.
Cool.
So it's to lock people out. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Or lock yourself, barricade yourself in.
So Genevera is
To the
gonna
hallway,
go
guys.
with y'all too. All of her swords clattering across the concrete as she drags them along. She doesn't see y'all as a threat, but also you get the feeling that you probably don't need to interfere in whatever she's doing, or she will very much take that as a threat. But she's made good on her promise to not hurt you. In her mind, this is an enlightening opportunity for y'all to see what real gods look like. And so she's taken this to heart.
Oh, that's strange. Okay.
Think of it
Odd.
as
Does that mean
this is
there's a
her.
God that she.
Think of this as whenever you went. Imagine if you go to like a church or something like that.
It's her discipleship program.
This is her giving you a tour about what it is you truly should be worshiping. At least in her mind.
He's proselytizing to us.
More or less.
You said gods. Does that mean there's more dark gods?
Not a question.
I
for
was
me.
under the assumption that
reply.
she had an inverted pantheon, so I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, I agree. But inverted pantheon. But he said gods, meaning there's more inverted gods.
That is implied by pantheon.
So where are y'all going? Lead on.
Well, what is said thing over here? The little chest thing in the center of this weird stony enclave thing.
I'm pretty sure if you twist the capstans, then it may unlock it. but I don't know for sure. Just a guess.
You know, I'll go ahead and roll investigation just to have it ready for whenever Fox inevitably asks for the investigation roll. And it is a 13. That's not grand.
So, as y'all follow behind Genevera, y'all come to this room. She is going to immediately begin lighting. Good lord, I can't talk tonight. She's going to immediately start lighting all the candles here at what is actually an altar. In the center of this altar sits a single dagger, and on the outside of it, there's notches that go around the outside that gives it like this frill above the handle, almost in the shape of like a cross. And she goes through and she lights all the candles individually. And then she goes over and she turns the capstan on one side, and whenever she turns the capstan, the statues begin to rotate into a different position. This one turns the statues from a defensive position where their sword is planted down to where their swords are now raised high. And then she continues on.
Okie dokie. Want to go further down the hallway?
Chest?
It's an altar, not a chest. What?
Yeah, further down, I'm following. Like I said, I'm following Sticks. Sticks moves, I move.
Got it. Anyone else opposed to going further down the hallway?
No.
Great. I'm going further down the hallway. That works.
So as you go further down the hallway, it actually forks out again. Genevera's going to turn right, and she's going to go over into this other room. And then from
Got it.
there, she is going to make her way into a different room. Oh no.
Live.
Oof. I highlighted everything.
Is that a...
Oh, I just got thrown off the
It
map.
is, in fact, what appears to be a chapel?
Yes, this is a chapel. And inside there is a
Oh, boy.
very,
I'll
very...
keep back on the
Inside there is
There's a what?
Inside the chapel, there are several pews sitting on both sides. At the very center front part of the chapel, there is this altar with a
There we go.
dragon king sitting behind this altar, and alright. Trying to describe it at the same time, and everybody keeps moving around. Alright. So as you come in, you're gonna have
Alright.
multiple pews, and sitting at the front of these chapel, you're gonna have an altar with the Dragon King behind it. There's a series of steps that goes up the left side that leads up behind the altar where like a clergyman or something like that would stand. And on the actual altar itself resides a different series of things. One is a dried out assortment of flowers. The center is this bowl of red coagulated liquid that is dried a little bit along the edges, giving it a rusted cut, like crusty color. And then on
it's
the
blood.
right side of that resides this dagger with what looks like an organ of some sort. Heart, lung, not really sure.
So it's a sacrificial table.
It appears to be.
Blood drained from said organ. Got it.
First of all, our lovely ranger lost her token.
Oh yeah, Miara disappeared.
Miara lost her token.
Did anyone else lose
Yeah.
their token?
No, Demetrius got it back. He lost his, but then he.
It was just glitching out for a second. Blue people everywhere.
Miara is there. She's just lost her actual token. There now? Can you see it now,
Oh, there
Miara?
she is. Yep.
Yeah.
Somehow managed to fall out in the void.
Yep. Void no more.
So, as y'all come into
And
here,
then, what are in these cages? Sorry.
I'll circle back to that in 1 second.
Okay.
So as Genevera gets in here, there's going to be a series of about 5 spirits that show up and immediately try and rush towards her to attack. In an instant, there's going to be 5 swords that pierce those spirits with a scream as they fade away, and then she resheaths the swords again. Walking up to the altar, she is going to light the candles there. She is going to gently flourish her hand a little bit as the blood kind of drains away into the basin, and then it's going to be cleaned again. And then you're going to see that she's going to begin trying to clean up the old organs as well and get the altar back in a good, pristine condition, mumbling under her breath the entire time. As
Can
for
I
what's
hear what
in
she's
the...
mumbling?
Sure. Give me a perception check. As for what's in the cages,
Ooh,
Chloe,
I'm good at this.
there's nothing really in those. They're mostly empty. You have a few bones and things
18.
like that that are left in there, but for the most part, whatever was in there is not really distinguishable anymore.
So I got an 18 on that perception check.
Okay. With an 18, you're going to hear that she's mumbling underneath her breath what sounds like a prayer. And then at the end of it, she begins to mumble more about the disarray of the temple and how poorly it's been kept this whole time. You can tell that she's almost kind of annoyed by having to go through and clean all this up.
Figured
What?
as much.
She does her due diligence. She lights the candles on all the altars. And then after that, she's going to head back over to the door and she's going to stand right beside y'all and just kind of wait for y'all to either move out of the way or contest her.
I'll step aside, let her pass. I don't know about the others, but apparently we're all stepping aside.
Rightfully so, it seems.
I mean, I don't want to mess with it right now. And I'd like to follow more, see what's going on.
She's going to go by another set of barracks. She's not going to even bother going inside here. She's just going to keep on moving by. More than welcome to investigate that if y'all want. It's up to y'all. Door is wide open. But it has a series of 3 beds inside of there with chest. And another table with a dresser as well. Very much like the other
We gonna
barracks that
split
y'all
the
saw.
chest again?
3 people want to go inside and loot the chest.
I want to soul knife the chests first, but yes, I would very much like to. This chest.
Anyone else going in before I take a chest? No.
I'll go this
Okay.
time.
Ooh, close getting a chest.
I'm trying to move my person, but it's not moving.
Oh, okay.
well.
I'll move him out then. No, Leon. That's
Nope,
anyone
it's
else
fine.
is going to.
I got
Nope,
you.
go
There you
ahead.
go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And I
Let's see
move
what we got this time.
logistics. Go.
I think Stiff.
Did any of them
Stiff
activate with your soul
disappeared.
knife?
Sticks disappeared.
None of them did.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I said that I was soul knifing all of them just in case, but
There you are, Sticks. Hi,
I've
Sticks.
been called away.
he got hooted and scooted.
No,
So in
you're
these
back. You're
chests,
back, man. You're back.
in these chests, you're gonna find clo. The one that you're standing in front of has 10 gold pieces along with some common clothes. Leon, yours has 12 gold pieces along with some common clothes as well. And then Leobel, you're gonna have 15 gold pieces in yours with a set of common clothes, a health potion, and also some molded bread.
I'm gonna leave the bread, but I'm definitely snagging the health potion.
Okay. It is
Which
it's
is
a
oh yeah, you got me.
it's a greater health potion. It's the green one.
All right, let me get that added real quick.
And in the meantime, whenever y'all come back out, y'all are gonna see that Genevera has jumped a couple rooms ahead of y'all. So, continuing down the hallway, she has passed through this one room that has a bunch of copper piping everywhere, or brass piping, with a lot of different air elements coming out. We know it now, but this is basically a boiler room. This ancient technology that they used is actually more along the lines of what we would have had back in our earlier days of industrialism. They somehow managed to capture the ocean and turn it into steam, using what they considered to be the breath of the dragon to power their facility.
Not bad.
So, any of y'all that have writing or anything like that, or can read a language, y'all can glean some information in here about that whole system and how they came about that. But for the most part, this is the industrial section.
Which language is it in?
So this one is written in. This one is written in Draconic.
All right, can't read it.
This is gonna be the section that y'all are very excited about. Well, two of y'all are gonna be really excited about.
Where? Ooh, books.
Oh,
Y'all are gonna stumble into a small library area. You're not entirely sure how this works because this was a door at one point, and Genevera did something to open this door up. But this is apparently a private library.
Look at the books. And I know Sticks wants to look at the books. Wait, two of us? Who was the second one? Me?
So Genevera is gonna walk through the private library section, kind of do a once over, and then she's gonna make her way to this room. She's also gonna do a once over here as well. This room is very, very ornate compared to the barracks that y'all have seen. It has a very, very large double bed, big enough to fit Genevera. It also has a really, really large desk and a really, really large chair, big enough to fit Genevera.
So it's her room. Which means this is probably her library, so she probably won't like us pilfering through it.
So she's gonna make her way to this room. Gonna kind of do a once over there, and then she's gonna come back into the hallway. And if you're pilfering through her book, she's gonna raise her eyebrow at you. Do you mind?
Sorry. Sorry, I was just wanting to see if I could read anything here. My bad. I'm gonna just step out the way.
If there's something you want to know, perhaps you should ask. It's not polite to go through people's things.
Alrighty. I'm gonna raise my hand and say,
You're just trying to
bad
gain
habits.
some knowledge.
You can ask and walk.
I'm gonna
Can't you?
wipe my brow. Sure. What sort of stuff you got in the library?
Whoa, Sticks flew.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on with.
Six flew the coop.
Yeah, we put sticks back. We're good. So what sort of stuff you got stored up in the books? Just a general overview. Just kind of curious.
History, information, progress,
Ooh,
research.
history. What type of research?
Doesn't matter.
Sounds
really.
interesting. Oh, okay.
As she walks out, the
I'm
door's
too,
gonna.
I'm too
The door
scared
is
to
going
press
to.
forward.
The door is going to close behind her. It's going to turn back into just a normal wall. Continuing down the hallway, she is now going to come back in from the other direction now, and she is going to arrive into the center of the training room again. As she comes back into the training room, she is going to kind of let out a deep sigh, grumble a little bit underneath her breath, and she's going to summon 6 swords. And then each of those swords is going to pierce through the stone workings of what was the saints. So the mask, the shield, the bow, the broken sword, the dart, all of that. The rings. Each one of those swords is going to pierce through and destroy that object. And as she does, she's going to pull the swords back. They're going to fade. And then you're going to feel a very strong arcana energy come from this room. If you are in the room with her, you're immediately going to see something form there. In each one of those spots where she destroyed the stone statues and they crumbled away, each one of them is going to form a different thing. You're going to see Scarlet, who forms and is begging for mercy. You have Natalie, who forms, and she's going to be crying in the corner. You're going to have Heresy, who is in shackles, cut up, bruised, broken, bleeding out on the floor. You're going to see... the world just hit my door at Mach 10 speed. Probably a kid. You're going to see Leobel, you're going to see your brother there, who is on the floor, begging for him not... basically begging not to die. And then for Leon and Miara, you are actually going to see something different. You're going to see each other. A broken husk of each other, but you're going to see each other. These don't fight back like the others did. These are begging to be put down. Begging for you to end their existence. Begging for you to spare them, kill them, love them. Each one of them crying out in a different tune to you. And Genevera is going to continue.
Well, before she leaves, Stick staring at Scarlet is going to ask Genevera who exactly the Saints were.
They were heretics. They arrived here when we lost our capsule. And when they did, they decided to force themselves upon us. This room used to be more like this. You fought the things that you wanted to end. They did not fight back. It was meant to train soldiers to end the things that they cared about, even whenever it was defenseless and broken. It's easy to fight back to save yourself. It's harder to kill something whenever there's no rhyme or reason. When the saints came, as they've been called, heralds of the gods, pagan gods, they changed our keep. They put these abominations in place. And whenever our people would go in and try and train, they were just as subjected to losing their life if they hesitated. It made our people cowards, not hardened soldiers. They fought to protect themselves instead of relinquishing the things that bound them to this world. But that is no more. It is pure like it was before.
Did the saints have names for these false gods that you were telling us of?
I suppose they're still the same ones that are being worshipped to this day. Altaria, Lilith. Name a few.
Interesting. Did each saint represent a different one?
Not entirely sure. You see, our history is quite complicated. The gods created
Some of it
us.
lost to time?
Some of it. The gods created our, well, the fake gods. To get that nasty word out of my mouth, but our gods supposedly were created by the ones that are worshipped now. However, they were unsatisfied with their own creation. And so they sought to rid themselves of their own creation, their own flesh and blood, but we were not so easy to remove, as you can tell.
You do seem a bit resilient.
Not I, the gods. I am but mortal flesh and blood. I can die just the same.
I was more meaning you as a group sort of thing, but I understand where it could be misconstrued there.
We
Oh
had
well,
a higher
shall we
purpose.
move along?
And when our higher purpose was too much, too great of a threat, too great of a power to the gods that they feared us themselves, they decided to put in their own safety measures at the expense of genociding an entire race. If you want to call that a safety measure. We called it heresy.
That's an understandable viewpoint, I guess. The heresy and all. We go into the to this side now? Or are we exiting? What?
Side.
It's going to continue to lead y'all through the castle, back through the entranceway now. And she's going to begin her descent over into the east wing.
Okay, I'll follow. Because I figure y'all are wanting to explore the rest, right?
May as well. We're here.
We're here and we're not under immediate danger. So,
Reading a guided tour.
as long as we don't overstep, we should be okay.
Guinevere is going to make her way into the east wing where there's two doors. One that leads to the east and one that leads to the south. She's immediately going to make her way over to the east. And as she throws open the double doors and walks inside, filling up the entire room by herself, she's a colossal being. She is going to stand eye to eye with a gigantic library full of tomes that abound roughly 30 to 40 feet in every direction.
Read these ones.
Who said are we allowed to read these ones?
I said Sticks. I think you can read these ones. And that was a whisper in character to his character.
What did you whisper? I missed it.
I whispered to Sticks that I think he can read these ones.
Guinevere still is not finding what she's looking for. So she's going to go back out of the library, shuffling around y'all as she makes her way down to the southern region. And this section she is going to actually stop at. So she's going to stop at this door and she's going to turn around and look at all of y'all. Y'all are free to go now.
Okay. Could I ask what's behind the door, or is that overstepping?
You can ask, but that doesn't grant you an answer.
Fair. So I'm assuming you won't give me an answer then.
There are some things that the mortal mind is not ready for. This is one of them. As the gods were created by the pagan god, so do we do our own creations.
Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. I don't think my mind is ready for that. Have a good day. And I'm just gonna leave.
Sticks, are we leaving?
I'm out of character. I have an idea.
Sticks, we're leaving.
I have a spell. Leah, are you up for it?
Explain what we're doing first, and I will then agree or disagree.
I can make us invisible.
I mean, I can too. I don't want to push it though. I really don't want to tick her off. We're not in a fighting position
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Jennifer, can I
have an
ask some more
idea. Let me make
questions?
sure.
You can ask more questions in the entranceway.
Okay, it's not about the room.
That's fine. But the East Wing is a dangerous location to be if you're not one of us. I would hate to see you all splattered on the wall so quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way then.
Damn, I'm 4 PD away. Can't do what I wanted to do.
All right. I'm assuming she's walking us out. I'm figuring as much. As to make sure that we don't go snooping where she doesn't want us to be. So, whenever
So-
we eventually leave,
She's
I
going to
would
stand in
very
the
much like
entranceway
to.
again. She's going to stand in the entranceway again with the fountains behind her. Back to where y'all all started. Keeping a pretty careful eye on all of you.
I would like to thank her for her hospitality and not killing us. And then would like to start making my way towards the door.
You're most welcome.
Are we getting any water before we leave?
I don't really know if I want that water.
No water.
The owl.
So, how did you
You
come
had
to
questions.
Yes, how did you come to serve? I forgot his name because I didn't write it down. Drake Thule something or other.
God, I hope you didn't butcher that name in real life. Or
No,
in
Styx
the
would have
game.
remembered it in real life. No, Styx would have remembered it. I don't have it written down though.
Give me just
Drolkin.
a second.
Drolkin.
Rolkin, okay.
If you actually go and look
Can
at
you
her
put it underneath
pictures,
this picture?
yeah, if y'all go and look in pictures under people, it's Genevera, the sword maiden of Drolkin Alaxian. This is Drolkin.
Ah, okay.
Is it really? Oh. Terrifying. All right.
Does she answer Styx's question?
Sorry, I was putting the name out there for him. Sorry.
Okay.
So, how did I come to serve Drolkin?
Yeah.
Is it odd that I would?
You cut out for a
You
second
cut
there.
out. Yeah.
Is it odd that I would serve him?
It just seems to me, based off of the statues and stuff, he doesn't really allow, or they don't really like, I guess what they would consider other races.
It is true that the Draconians can be cruel in the eyes of the other races. However, it is not uncommon for there to be exceptions for exceptional people. I am one of those people. We believe very strongly on
Were you always this
strength.
powerful? Is this
In part, yes.
so? Were you always this powerful, or were you before you came to service of your god, or did he make you this strong?
Drolkin saw a potential in me, and this led me to be spared. I have grown in power over time, yes. Not without the might of Drolkin would I be where I am now. However, we do not feel that simply being powerful means that you are not warranted that right to be powerful. We may take that to extremes at times, but if you truly are worth surviving, then you'll find the strength to survive. That's how all Draconians are. The weak should not flourish in a world with so much power at our disposal. And so, if you become strong enough to survive, you become strong enough to thrive. It's a calling in of itself. You let the weak thrive, you have overpopulation. You can't support your own. The world was made to be conquered. It just needs the hands to do it. So when Drolkin sees power, and he can stiff it out very well. Hence why we're still having this conversation together, I'm sure. With time, you'll come to accept it. This new way of life, that is. And having tested your mettle myself, I can tell you that you're going to thrive well in this new world order that's going to be made. How lucky of you. All of you. I think I
So
left
you
everyone
think that
speechless.
eventually one day we could be like you?
I'm sure. Why not? Of course, that's all dependent upon Drolkin. If he thought anything less of you, would have taken you out already. Mercy is for the strong. Why expunge something that is as strong in its potential as you? I would take this as a blessing. What do you, normal pagans call it? Divine intervention, I think? Here we just call it determination and resolve.
Any more questions, Sticks?
I think that's all. So, out the door?
Door?
Let's do it.
Guys?
Everybody's leaving.
Can I get some water before we leave?
She's gonna look at you, kind of confused, and then she's gonna look over her shoulder at the fountain. She's gonna nod, though. It will
Many
purify your
thanks.
spirit. It's good to drink from these fountains.
Sure.
She's gonna use it to purify a spirit.
Hint of sarcasm there. I noticed. All right. Well, from there, you are more than welcome to take your leave.
What? Cut
I
out.
said y'all were all leaving. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but no one stepped forward yet, so I have not stepped forward either.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave.
Oof.
All right. So from there, you are going to bid farewell to Genevera, and you're going to step out into the roaring ocean breeze. And as you do, the gates are going to begin to close back and seal and shut. Locking y'all out of the keep. Through that way, of course. At the end of the bridge, the winding
How's
bridge,
everyone feeling?
Theta is going to be sitting there patiently waiting for y'all on her cart as you make your way over towards her. Now's a good time to conversate.
So how's everyone doing?
Forever?
How's everyone feeling? Good feels, bad feels. How's it going? No? Okay.
That was an experience.
It definitely was an experience of all time, was it not? We can all agree that that big thing has to go down, right?
Definitely.
Hey, glad to know we're
At a
on the same
later point in
page.
time when we can actually do it, yes.
Yeah, we definitely have to.
I don't
Do
know.
some
I
more
think he was looking a
traveling
little
before.
tired after I got in there. Not to toot my own horn or anything.
You did a little
Just
something.
gonna look
something.
over as Leah is doing like a little, like whenever you're on the bus and you're moving your arm to get the big rig to honk the horn beside you. Yeah, she's doing a little toot toot. Yeah, over to the side.
But how do we even beat something like
I'm
that?
gonna.
Well, I mean, for most of
I
you,
s-
I think the answer is magic.
What were you saying, Chloe?
What were you gonna say, Clover?
I have a perfect thing for this.
I think too we need a little bit more experience first. I mean, I think we almost had it, but I feel like it will be easier, maybe, if we got a little bit more traveling under our belt first.
As soon as you finish that thought, I'm gonna walk up behind you, put my head like right next to your ear, and reach my arms in front of your face and go magic as I move my hands away.
So
when you
what's
say
next,
magic,
everybody?
I'm gonna cause tremors in the ground. Just slight tremors. Magic.
This man gets it.
So as y'all get a little bit closer, Theta is just still going to be sitting there with her mouth wide open, staring up into the sky.
I'm gonna walk up to her
Yeah.
and be like, "Yeah, you saw what you saw.
What's up,
It,
Theta
it
Beer?
wasn't
How
a
you
trick of
doing?
the eye."
I'm going to take those clothes that I grabbed from the chest in the one room. I'm going to hand it to her as like artifacts that she could process.
I'm going to stop bringing y'all out for adventures.
Come on, Theta.
Yeah,
Don't have
I'm
that
gonna hand her.
attitude.
I'm gonna hand her.
Give me a little hug. You know you
I'm gonna
want to.
hand her the. I'm gonna hand her the ivory dragon statue that I got. Here you go. Another artifact too.
speaking of that, can you stop getting us into the god's mess? This is like the third time.
Hey, don't be hating on Theta. She does her best to get us work.
What
We love you,
was that?
Hey,
Something that we
calls
definitely don't
himself
ever
the
want to see
Dragon
again, but most
King.
definitely will.
Also, Leia, they both work for the same company. They can be a little bit snarty with each other.
Yeah, and I work in the same team as Styx, so I can be snarky to him.
This is true. This is true. But either way, yeah, that is what you thought it was. He calls himself the Dragon King.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, blah,
It's
blah,
how he's
blah.
headed.
Normal conversation, release an entire
Like to be a
abomination
god.
upon the entire world that once wiped and genocided an entire nation. Well, are you kidding me? This is
But
not a
aren't we
casual.
Dragon
This is
statue.
not a
Part of-
casual tavern conversation.
Whoa there, Theta. We're not liking the hostility. It's okay.
You have a dragon statue and some nice clothes. It's okay.
I don't
She's just
think any of this was intentional. So
She's just gonna curl up on her side on the side of the. But she's just gonna curl up on the seat on her side, just kind of rock back and forth a little bit.
Theta, dear, listen. Did you really think that raising a keep that was put underwater, most definitely for a reason, would go off without a hitch?
Oh,
At
do
all.
not put this evil on me.
Oh, by
I'm not putting
by the
evil
way,
on
Theta,
you at all. But Theta, come on. Let's have a drink.
by
We'll
the way,
have fun.
Theta, that keep. By the way, Theta, that keep is not cleared. Don't bring the salvage group here. Don't think you guys get a warm
You will
welcome.
die.
Styx is now going to bring up the fact that it's kind of her fault. She showed us the relic, got us to the keep, told us how to raise it. So if anything, this is kind of on her.
Now, Styx, if it hadn't have been for us, this whole adventure never could have happened. We're all equally to blame.
Some of us more than others.
That would be not
Also,
me.
by the way, Theta, if you guys have any salvage groups up in that one little sector that you don't want us to go to yet because we're not ready, I recommend you warn them. That dragon guy said he's headed there. Just heads up.
About this time, you're also
should-
going to begin to hear the sound of cracking, like the side of a mountain collapsing.
I want to look around and see it.
Cool.
I believe we're not going to see it. It's probably coming from the area.
So as the sound of what sounds like rocks crumbling down the side of the face of the mountain and stone breaking away, you're going to turn and look. You're going to see that the bridge that you just walked across is beginning to crumble down into the ocean below. And the entire glistening keep is beginning to float off into the ocean. Like a boat.
Nice. Now it's even more irritating to get to and from.
I don't think we're getting back in there, man.
Why did that castle just float
Oh,
away
I
like
never
a
want to
boat?
go back.
What is happening? The castle's floating
Okay,
away.
you watch.
A demon is going to the north. This was just supposed to be
It
a hey,
may be
cool
best.
ancient relics. Woo!
It may be best if we
Okay,
head back into
Theta.
town.
I'm gonna tap her. I'm gonna tap her on the back and be like, "It's okay. We'll fix this eventually, maybe one day. It's okay."
Have I ever told you how much I love your company, Theta? You're just great.
I have half a mind to make y'all walk back just so that my horses don't die.
Hey, hold up now. Do any of us look dead to you? 6 went in, 6 came out. I think that we can handle our own for the most part.
Sticks with a big old bite mark.
I mean, sure, Styx is missing half of his brain right now, but it'll be okay.
Sticks, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
$16.
16.
Oof.
Okay. So as this city is beginning to break away, as this keep is beginning to break away and slowly going out into the ocean, there's going to be a series of breaking rocks and boulders. One such boulder is going to come running down the side of the mountain, and it's going to hit a jagged cliffside, which is going to cause it to spiral off in a different direction. It's going to come hurtling towards you and the group, narrowly missing you by about 6 inches right in front of y'all.
Man, that was close.
How about we say we take this conversation on the road, shall we?
Agreed.
Theta's
Theta?
just going to snap the reins and slowly begin to drive off.
With or without us?
As you get in.
Without us.
I think without.
Great. So she's actually trying to leave
But-
without us. Yeah. I wanna catch up.
It's not
I'm
hard to
also gonna
do.
try and catch it up.
Oh,
I
I'm
want to
hopping
run
in that thing
and happen
immediately.
to Irish.
So you're all running in to hop into the back of her wagon before she leaves y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's just
Yep.
going to continue to just drive. She's not even going to look behind her to y'all. She's not even going to warrant y'all an expression. For fear that if she does, she might be hexed by whatever this maleficent thing is that follows y'all. For all she knows, she has cargo in the back. That's all that she cares about right now. And she's just headed back to the
Bit of
city.
love. Are you not gonna say a word to us? This
Shh.
is not very hospitable of you.
She just pulls out a handkerchief and just plugs it into her ears. Continuing to drive.
You're gonna see Leia. You're gonna see Leah just smirk a little bit as she's realized that she's getting more and more under her skin this entire time.
You know, it'd be real funny.
And then
if you
she's going
mind-linked
to
her right
mind
now.
link. She's going to mind link with her. And who else should I add? It'll just be me and her. I'm
Big oof.
gonna link her mind.
She's gonna pull out a dagger and she's gonna glare at you.
Oh, there's no dagger involved. She can just hear me now.
Oh no. She's pulling
Oh,
out
that's
a
a-
dagger
no,
and
Ada
glaring
pulled out
at
her
you.
dagger.
All right. Well, in that case, oh, we're linked for 6 hours. In that case, in her head, I'm just gonna be like, "Ow, come on! What have I ever done to you?"
The wheels on the wagon go.
Oh my! Oh my! Don't do that. We might actually have a hateful person driving this.
And then I'm
Right.
going to cut the link and just be like, you know what? It's not worth it.
Now that we are out of the keep, Styx is going to dress Hoops back up in his outfit.
Very nice. It will take a couple hours for y'all to get there, so y'all can take a short rest if y'all would like. Probably much needed.
Oh, a short rest. Now we get a short rest?
I mean, it makes
Yeah, we can get a
sense.
short rest now. He said.
It takes a little while to
does
get back
kinda
to
make
town.
sense.
I'm a kind and merciful DM.
Sure, short
So
rest
how does
works.
a short rest work with hit die? Do I just roll them after?
Yes.
You choose the number of hit dice that you want to roll, and then you take the short rest and it rolls the hit dice and
Okay.
adds that to your HP, but that removes that number of hit dice from your pool until you take a long
Until
rest.
the next long rest.
Oh, we long rest. Yeah.
So-
Weird. It's not giving me my HP back.
you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
roll
you
your
have to
dice.
manually roll them.
1 second.
It doesn't do it
Uh,
automatically. It's
okay.
really annoying,
Hmm.
but
Oh, mine usually does
And then
it.
you have to
do
manually add your
apply.
HP back. Doesn't.
You just have to do the apply.
I got
even
it.
whenever
It's
I hit
because,
apply, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
it's because I
the same
had
for
already
me.
used 2 dice and it didn't click that I had to click another one. I thought that it was just already selected on 2. Got it?
Next saving throw again.
All right, well, back to town.
Back to town. So you are gonna spend. It's gonna be roughly about 3 hours or so for y'all to get back to town.
Oh,
This gives y'all
whenever
plenty
we
of
get
time
back,
to.
Oh.
Gives y'all plenty of
whenever we
time
get
to
back,
rest
I
and
would
do
like
stuff.
to. I would like to give Theta one of the bottles of Carney wine.
Just add an insult to injury at this point, aren't you?
Yeah, once we get back and we like leave and separate, I want to give her one of the bottles of Carney wine and not tell her that it's the Carney wine.
You're gonna make her hate all of us.
And I'm gonna, whenever I do, I'm gonna just be like, sorry about all the mess here. I would buy you a drink, but I highly doubt you want to be around us any longer. So, have the wine I have on hand. I'm gonna leave.
Right.
Because I'm assuming nothing else happens before we get to town, right?
No, not off that. It does not.
Nice.
So, as y'all get back to town, she's gonna pop the cork on the Carney one, and she is going to give you yet another evil glare. She's gonna put the cork back on, and she's just gonna set it off to the side.
I'm sorry, it's all I had.
She's gonna give you a strong finger.
I'm gonna blow a kiss at her.
You want her to hate you.
And then she's gonna make her way back
gonna-
into the research guild.
I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, can't resist us. She just can't resist us.
Can I ask Theta a question before she heads in?
Sure.
Do you know where I can find someone who could give me information on magical liquids? Like magical water?
Wouldn't that be like an apothecary?
Probably.
I just inhaled water.
Can also check
not
with
good
anyone
enough.
here in the Arcanum Society as well. We all dabble in our different types of researches. Perhaps somebody knows something more about magical potions and ingredients and elements.
Okay. I'll be in touch.
Perfect. Feel free to just talk with the reception. She can help guide you, though I'm not sure where our current receptionist is. She put in her... Well, she quit this morning for some reason.
Oof.
I'm gonna look at Styx whenever she says that. And give him this eye of just like, you did this.
Anyway,
Some people just aren't up to working. Time to go. Bye.
Ada is going to stumble into the Arcanum Society, mumbling under her breath about how she's going to explain all this to all the elders.
You okay? Theta?
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they'll be coming to talk to y'all as well.
Oh, goody! People!
Elders?
And it's
Who are these
Theta,
elders?
the lovely
By
friend.
chance,
It's gonna
Theta?
be your lovely friends, Theta. Oh, this is amazing.
For you, I hope
They
it's
just
a
keep
Seagull.
getting
Who are the
better.
elders?
Why do you hate me, Theta? What did I ever do
Theta,
to you?
Theta, who are the elders?
Just stay in town.
Why do you hate me, Theta?
Just gonna give you another
Under
finger as she
investigation
walks
here.
away.
What happened between us, Theta?
Yeah. Please. I think you're making it worse.
I know.
Go to grab Leia by the arm and say, "Come on, buddy, let's go," and walk out the door.
Ruining my fun.
Try and
She is
follow
indeed.
Theta and ask. I'm gonna try and follow Theta and say, Theta.
Am I
or
close enough to touch you as you go to
what's-
follow her?
One at a time, Leobel. Don't interrupt
I don't know.
everybody.
That's
You've
I don't
had
know,
more
is
than
he?
enough moment to harass people. Let Demetrius speak.
Fine. I was gonna make Demetrius invisible before he went to harass her. That way she thought she was going crazy.
So anyways, I'm gonna go to Theta. I'm gonna ask Theta. You know that none of that we directly caused, right?
I still have to report what I have to report. They're gonna want your signs of this too, so get your story straight.
Yes,
Nothing
ma'am.
like this has
I'm gonna turn around and
happened
walk away.
in a long time.
Just know, Theta, as I go to walk away, I was like, just know I was planning on reporting this myself as well.
It's great.
I
What?
apologize. I'm just gonna keep walking away.
As a research guild, it's important to we also report this as well. Do with that as you please.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna keep walking.
He's going to gruffly continue inside. Take a deep breath. You're going to hear the soft sound of Carney music before it fades away again. And then she's going to descend into the depths of the Arcanum Society's halls. Blending in with the crowd of people, she makes her way to whatever inn that she needs to go to. Whoever she needs to talk to. You are going to watch as she fades into the throngs of people. And with that, that leaves y'all free to do whatever y'all would like to do at this point.
I'm gonna
I
go
want to
take his
go
butt off.
to a library immediately and start doing as much research as I can into Nylatep and those funky rings that I have a drawing of.
I'm making my way to HQ to talk to Heresy. Straight from the Arcana Guild.
Report and stuff. What a weirdo.
Should we not go back and talk to our handler at the guild first?
Y'all can do that. I have my own duties and responsibilities.
Ugh, fine. I'll go talk with the
I mean,
handler.
like, I almost killed my person. I did kill what I thought was my person. And I'm going to talk to the handler first.
I'll go with you, Chloe.
Part of an order.
I begrudgingly
I'm
go
doing my
with you.
responsibilities.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
And as we leave, I'm gonna kind of elbow you a little bit and be like, "You just had to ruin my fun, didn't you, Chloe?"
I'm here to keep you in check. Let's go.
I was only teasing.
That's what I'm here for.
So, Demetrius is headed to Heresy. Leobel's headed to a library. And the rest are headed to the
No,
handler?
I'm gonna go with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with them.
So everybody but Demetrius is going to the handler. Right?
Yes, we're going to talk to Senor Ramen.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. So we'll start with that big group then first, headed over there. So
Yeah.
y'all are going to make your way towards the guild hall, through the streets. People are bustling through the streets, talking back and forth, but a few rumors have already begun to circulate about a giant dragon that has recently entered the realm. They only briefly saw it in passing, but you can tell that it has struck a nerve with a lot of people. Now, dragons are not uncommon in this land, but the people still don't really like it. And so as you walk through the streets, you're going to hear people whispering about a flaming dragon, how ferocious he was, how big he was, how he's going to lay siege to the city. There's all these wild rumors that are circulating about this recent sighting of a dragon. And as you get closer to the guild hall, you're going to come up to the steps. You're going to see Mr. Ramen is going to be sitting there with his arms folded, already tapping his foot. Well, whoa, if it isn't my favorite group of adventurers. Doing unsanctioned quest again, I see.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're back. Just wanted to come and let you know.
Oh, you want to tell me after the fact? I see. How silly of me to expect you to actually tell me
Sorry.
before you're leaving on a grand adventure.
Sorry.
Say,
We'll be more diligent
mean-
next time.
It wasn't that eventful, if we're being honest. So,
you wouldn't happen to know anything
she's
about
lying.
the dragon in the sky, would you?
dragon. I don't know what dragon you're talking about. I think you're making it up.
I can't even be there to be honest. This is sad.
Yes, we
You're
woke the
making
damn
it
thing
up.
up.
Why'd you tell him?
Because
Fine.
Honesty
Yeah, it
is
was
the
my
best
fault.
policy,
I'm
Leah.
sorry. It was my fault. I tried to break the relic, but it didn't really go as planned.
I see I have good kids
My
and bad
bad.
kids in this group. Fantastic.
Love you too.
Yeah, about that, I think he may be heading towards the north, the excavation site we keep hearing about.
Well, I guess that's good news for y'all then. Because as of this very exact moment, you now have government access to deal with that thing that you just let out that's going to the north. Congratulations.
Now that seems cruel, Mr. Ramen. And I'm down for it.
Jesus.
No, no, no.
Well, we
Trust
woke it up.
me.
We gotta take care of it.
Y'all have earned it.
Is that
All
the
of
phrasing
you.
you really want to use? Okay.
I'll finish filling out the paperwork, but congratulations on finally getting A-level clearance. And I do hope you absolutely enjoy your time to the north. I hear it has been eventful.
I feel like you want to get rid of us, Mr. Ramen.
No, you're my favorite adventurers. You're my only adventurers.
Exactly. So that statement doesn't really hold much weight now, does it? What have you against me, Mr. Ramen?
Well, would y'all like to tell me the story, or do I have to find out from Theta?
How about someone else take this one? Anyone gonna bite? Bookman?
I couldn't buy me if I wanted to.
Well,
I mean, to be fair,
see.
you do have the loudest mouth. Perhaps you should lead on this one, Leah Bell.
I mean, I
Especially since you
could.
lied.
I lied. Excuse me. When are you talking about? I mean, I would never. But seriously, what are you talking about?
we may have made a little bit of a mistake when we raced the keep with the relic, like Theta wanted us to. We may have helped clear the keep out for the wrong people, and they unleashed, I guess, a draconian god.
Released a what?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's a real god. I think he's fake. I think we're all sure that he's fake.
No, too dark? Okay.
The draconian in any
Would
form
you
is
like
bad
something that-
news.
I feel like we need to buy you some alcohol, Mr. Ramen. I hear it's on Leia.
What? I mean, I have a bottle if you'd like it.
I agree, but don't give me any of that
Wait, how many
Carney briny
bottles of these do you
wine.
have?
I'm gonna put the wine right back in my backpack as he says that.
I'll
How
just
many
I'll
out of
just buy
character,
you
how many bottles of these do you have?
I only have 2, so I only have 1 now. But I was prepared to go balls to the walls for this joke.
As he sits there and shakes his head,
I'm gonna
someone
buy him a
else is gonna
drink.
walk out.
How
He's
much do
gonna
I owe?
pat. He's gonna pat his hair across the back, kind of laugh. Having fun with your favorite group again, I see, Mr. Ramen. It's not my name. Mr. Ramen. He has a fun group of little adventurers that cause all kinds of problems for the rest of society. Derek, get the hell out of here.
I would like to look at the guy and cast Cause Fear.
You can try.
It's a wisdom save of
Oh
14.
Lord!
Oh God. Well, I'm not there to protect you guys.
It's a wisdom
I'm
save of
gonna
14.
go pay off my debt.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the other way.
Does he succeed?
Yeah, me too. try.
Let's roll the dice and see. And what's your save?
Wisdom of 14.
So he's going to sit there, and suddenly he's going to begin to hold his body, and he's going to shake a little bit and go, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm so scared," sort of like your dad was whenever he walked out on you. And then he's going to flip you off and walk
That's
off.
funny. I walked out on my dad. I walked out on my dad, not the other way around. Not my fault. He never loved me, and I'm gonna flip him off right back.
Good job, Mr. Rahman. You're raising top-notch students there, aren't you?
I don't like that guy, Mr. Ramen.
He runs the top.
I have a question out of character. I have a question out of character. Is he immune to fear?
Can't tell you that even if I wanted to.
Don't know. Okay, got it.
I can't tell you that even if I wanted to.
So, yeah, he's going to continue to walk off, kind of laughing under his breath.
I tried to stand up for you, Mr. Ramen. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's Derek Hawthorne. He runs the, elite.
No, that's a dick.
He runs the elite team. They've been in the North for a while, so I'm sure they're in for quite an awakening.
You know, I hope at least one of them gets an arm bitten off.
Guess we'll see. Wouldn't count my beard on it, though.
So what I'm hearing is he may not have a team anymore.
All thanks to my favorite team. Good job. He's just gonna walk back inside and
Hey.
sit down.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Well, this is just lovely. I tried. None of y'all tried. Y'all just gonna let him take it. That's not very nice of y'all.
To be fair, this is all Theta's fault.
You're right. We're just gonna blame it all on Theta. That makes more sense. Mr. Ramen, it wasn't our fault.
Alright, if we're done here, I'm just gonna start wandering. I'll do what I want to do now.
It's completely fair. So y'all can go off and do what y'all need to do. I know Leon's going to pay off his debt. Miara, are you following Leon?
Yeah, because I had a question for the deity that we had to pay off. So I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. And then we have Clover, Leobel. Are y'all going different directions?
I'm gonna head to the library, and I'll see if Chloe wants to go with me, and then I'm also going to jokingly say, "I thought you were keeping me in check."
Man, I'm doing my best here. I'm headed to the Sultry Sultans to find Scarlet.
All right, well, have fun with that. I'm gonna head off to the library or a temple or something, whichever one I run into first, trying to figure out more about Nylatip.
Can I stop? Well, I'm gonna stop Leah before she heads off and say, if you're headed by the library, can you look up the Droken person, see if you can find anything on him?
I mean, maybe I can try. Wait, where are y'all headed again?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna pay off that debt.
At a temple, perhaps?
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
well then, since I'll look up for you, could you ask a question for me? And be sure to specify it's
Sure.
for a friend. I don't want him to think you're crazy. But I would like to know some more information on Nylatep, and they might have some at the temple. So if they
Nylatep.
do, that would be awesome. If they don't, just go ahead and pass the blame on to Styx.
Right.
Got it.
Well, that's
Actually, better yet, not Styx. We're going with Demetrius. Say it's his fault. He was asking. Thank you,
Okay.
guys. I'm gonna head to the library.
All right. So let's circle over Demetrius. You're headed off to talk to Heresy.
Heresy.
So you're
File
gonna
the report.
you're
as
gonna
well as
make your
other
way
things.
to the you're gonna make your way to the garrison where she's normally at. And as you arrive, you're gonna find that she is not there. In her usual location.
I'm assuming not there.
Yeah. So her second in command is there. Might have met him in passing, but you never got a name.
I'm gonna
for
walk
him.
up. Yep. I'm gonna walk up and say, "Do you know where Heresy's at?"
She's out. Can I help you with something?
Need to file a report and ask her a couple questions in regards to personal matters.
Well, I can't answer for the personal matters, but I can take the report. He's going to slide you over a pen and paper, and then he's going to also pin out his quill and paper as well, too. When was the
I at
date?
least ask before we start the. Before I start writing and before I answer his question, I'm gonna say before we actually get to at least the business orientation, have you at least seen her today?
Can't say that I have, actually.
When's the last time you saw her?
Yesterday, I believe. Before noon. She didn't report in this morning.
Now I ask if you do. Now that I ask if you do see her, that you ask her to come find me. I just need to make sure she's all right.
Sure. Sure, I can do that.
All right. Thank you. Date. Do I know date in character? Fuck.
It would be today's date.
Okay. September 4th.
Well, in game time, it's date, but yeah, he's gonna put down today's date. You can just say today. Today's fine.
Okay.
Location?
Listening keep. Probably not on your records.
You have a better location information than that?
No. On the road to.
Would have
I can't remember
been-
that one place we were at that one
It
time.
would have been southwest of Tarno, like you're headed down towards the current archaeological temple site.
Okay. Southwest of Tarno on the way to the archaeological site.
Which they're now calling the Temple of Storm. So, jot that down. And what would you like to report?
Yeah. Adventuring Guild. Clearing out a keep. May have accidentally unleashed a false god.
Yeah, can you say that one more time?
Adventuring Guild. Clearing out a keep that was once sunken may have accidentally unleashed a false god.
He's hearing the words, but his brain's not putting it together. So he just kind of stares at the paper. And then he's going to
Name
slowly
is-
set down the pen. Do you mind elaborating a little bit more on that? That seems a little very casual for that kind of information.
Elaboration is we were enlisted to help restore a keep that was once dedicated to who we thought were our gods. And so we went there to do our due diligence and restore the keep, to which a ghost-ish figure tricked us into opening a portal, which she said was a portal to our gods, to which it was not. It was a portal to a false god, which we ended up fighting, being outmatched. He got away and flew to the archaeological site to the north. So that is all the information. Also, included in the report, which is why I'm trying to find heresy, we may or may not have fought some people that we don't know if they were really the people or not, and we just want to make sure that we didn't actually kill these people that they looked like.
So, let's start with just a couple of things. First off, what is your guild name? And what team are you?
Your name, Sidewinders. Guild is the hold on. I'm bad with names of things.
The Sea Urchins.
Sea Urchins, yep. I was pulling up the rep sheet to be able to get the name correct. And the guild name is Sea Urchins.
Okay.
And our guild handler is Mr. Ramen.
Oh. Right. Sidewinders. Detain. Ramen. Investigate. As you probably are already aware, I'm going to have to ask that y'all please do not leave the city.
Did you just say detain?
I'm going to ask again very nicely.
Did I not say that we were...
Please don't
We're
leave
not
the
leaving
city.
the city. However, /comma. We will not leave the city. I will make sure of that. But I am trying to emphasize that we were tricked. We did not do this intentionally.
That's fine.
Which is why I wanted to speak to Heresy.
Yes, I'm aware. Coddle extra favor from your girlfriend, I'm sure. That's why you're not behind
No,
bars
that's
right
not
now.
it. It's not what it is, sir. I promise you.
Yeah.
I just want to... Okay. Make sure that she's okay if you can, please. And thank you for your time, and I'm gonna walk away.
I'm not done with you.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna stop and turn around.
But you already know City Council's going to want to hear this side of the story. Be prepared. If this was any other situation, your entire group would be behind bars until we got more information on this. However, Based on your reputation and what you've done so far with the city, I have no reason to be inclined that you're going to run. Don't make a fool out of me.
Aye, sir. No, no, sir.
Dismissed.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to walk. From there, I am going to, seeing as I have not seen Harry with my own eyes yet, make my way also to go see Scarlet.
Who's next? Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's do Leon and Miara. So you are going to make your way up to the palace where y'all have been before. And you're going to make your way over into the east wing where y'all have been before. To the temple of Aurelia, who's the divine physician. And there you are going to meet up with Dahlia again. Now, for the people that don't know, Dahlia is the cleric that Leon struck a bargain with to bring Spike back. Leon, Miara.
All right.
As y'all come up and y'all walk inside, Dahlia is going to take a bow. And then she is going to wait for you to speak.
I think you kind of broke up for a second. What'd you say?
As you come in, Dahlia is going to take a small bow, greet you,
Okay.
and then wait for you to speak.
Hey, we're back with the money. Finally ready to get this thing off my arm.
Aurelia bless you. I'm happy to see that your travels have made you safe. I'm sure you are more than welcome to remove the seal from your wrist. You know the bargain. Do you have the funds?
Yes, I do.
You can provide that here. She's going to motion towards a scale. It's already pre-weighed out for the bargain at hand. Balance the scale, balance your soul. It's a simple gesture.
All right, I'm gonna place the 1,000 gold on the scale.
As you do, it is going to slowly begin to lean a little bit light, and then it is going to level back out. Just enough. Aurelia's promise fulfilled. A life for a life. Free you will be now. With that, the band is going to break away, leaving your beautiful olive skin that you cherish so much. And she is going to collect the money and she's going to deposit it into her tithe box.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and say, finally.
And how is the charge, now that he's life anew?
We have to go check on him. We actually just got back from a very dangerous mission that almost cost me my life permanently. But that is our next thing we're going to do once we leave here.
I do hope he is well. Let me know if I can do anything else.
We have a teammate of ours who has a question. Wanted us to ask it on her behalf.
Oh.
Wanted to know about Nylatep. I wonder if you had any information on that.
Nylatep. The trickery god? The Pantheon's greatest abomination? What would you like to know
Do you
about
have any
him?
information?
I know he's a god of malintent. If the world was plunged into utter chaos, he would flourish. That's all he really cares about, truly. Though the actual history of Nylatep is shrouded in mystery, no one truly knows where he originated from. There are thoughts, of course. There's always beliefs. How much of this is to be believed is the only question. The gods speak very little of Nylatep. But there's one thing that all the records can agree upon, and that is that he is an abomination, an accident. How familiar are you with the world of religions and pantheons?
Me, not so much. I was just getting the information for a friend.
Then may your friend also find his answers as he seeks. Such is the will of the gods. But be warned, any herald of Nylatep cannot be trusted. I would advise your
Noted.
friend to be careful and to steer clear of such devotions. It is unwise to
Got it.
pursue this.
Do the Pantheons know anything of the name Droken?
Droku? Ah, Droken. No, not that I've ever heard of. That doesn't sound like anyone that I recognize. Perhaps a pagan or a false god. Made up? Storybook?
That's good to know.
That's all the clarification I need.
Can I be of any more assistance to you? Can I
They,
go on, child?
is there a Pantheon you suggest to us as new followers?
Well, of course, I'm partial. Aurelia is truly a god of wonders. The divine physician. She reaches out from the heavens and she heals, cures. But she is not to be treaded on lightly. She also controls disease. As we pray to her and worship her, she bounties us with her divine presence, keeping us safe and well. Should we steer from such devotions, though, she can be just as quick to remind us of what it feels like to be sick in soul, body, and mind. There are other pantheons, of course, or gods as well. But I must say I am going to be rather partial to one.
I look over to Leon and then I look back to Dahlia. She hasn't done us wrong. What do you think, Leon?
Sure. Let's do it.
This is wonderful. I will guide you on how best to properly worship her. But in the meantime, she's going to hand you a scroll. And around the outside is going to be a single golden chain that binds the scroll around that has a symbol on it. It's a moon with a sun. And she is going to offer this to you. This is one of the holy symbols of the Pantheon. Of course, this is not our dear Aurelia's. You can find that inside, or for a modest fee of only 1 gold piece, we can provide it for you. Normal extortion.
I provide the gold piece.
Let me. I found some gold in that place we were in previously.
She's going to take the 2 gold pieces and she's going to deposit it into her tithe box. Then she's going to provide you both a necklace.
Hey. Oh well. It's a donation, I guess.
She's going to provide you a necklace, each one of you a necklace, and on that is going to have Aurelia's symbol, which is, it is a diamond with a cross through the center of it and 2 wings that come off the side. Well, welcome to your new life as Acolytes of Aurelia. You really are going to enjoy your new journey. Go out. Heal the ones that are sick. But remember, not everything is free. You will find in the scrolls.
As so you just demonstrated.
You will find in the scrolls guidance on exactly what we believe in as followers of Aurelia, along with how best we can spread her good will and words throughout the kingdoms. I trust that you will follow these, and should you devote your life to her enough, you will find your own rewards in your own unique ways, I'm sure.
I bowed and turned to walk away.
I bow and follow behind Leon.
She's going to bow as well, and then you're going to hear her mumble underneath her breath a little bit. It's going to sound like a prayer of some sort, and you're going to feel invigorated as you leave. At any point, you can use this new charge that has been given to you to heal 1d6 damage. Take note that you have that. It's a one-time thing.
Heal 1d6 damage.
All right. Let's bounce over to Clover. We're going to go one time around, all the way around, and then we'll probably call it for the night. So we'll do Clover, Leabelle, and Styx. Clover?
Is Leah here?
I'm here. I mean, I didn't go with you, but I'm here.
Can you go first, please?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Leabelle, you're up first. So you were headed to a library.
Yup.
Right,
Did
to
I
the
run into
library
anything
you
on the
go.
way?
A lot of people. So as you wander out into the streets, there's going to be a plethora of people, all going to and fro, going back and forth from their homes, shops, taverns, shopping. They're going to be making their way through the streets. And as you go out, you are going to be kind of overwhelmed by the sheer volume of people and trying to figure out where you're going. So I need you to give me a survival check to see if you can either detect, well, two options. You can either give me a survival check, see if you can figure out where the library is on your own, or you can give me a persuasion check to see if you can either overhear or ask how to get to the library. Your choice.
Wait, persuasion to overhear?
Mhm.
Or perception to overhear?
Persuasion to overhear or ask.
Okay, I'll attempt to overhear with persuasion.
It'll make more sense when you second
That will be
promise.
a 17.
So as you wander out into the street, you're going to slowly be mumbling underneath your breath like you tend to do. And you're going to be asking, library? Library? Where's the library? Library? Some people are going to kind of hear you mumbling. Some people are going to kind of hear you mumbling around. They're just going to shake their head at you and just be like, this kid's looking for the library over on 5th Street. Should you help him? No. Why would I help him? As far as I know, this is a complete and total stranger. They're just going to keep on moving around. But your ears are going to perk up to the fact that somebody's giving you navigation on something, inadvertently.
5th Street. Interesting. I'm just going to, under my breath, be like, why, thank you, mister. And then head over to the library on 5th Street.
Okay. So as you make your way to the library, you're gonna see it. It's a massive complex. It looks almost like an ancient cathedral. It has two massive towers on the left and the right, and this giant open hall in the center. It looks like, from a real world perspective, kind of a mix between like an old time cathedral along with a university. It's a massive complex with multiple windows. And as you walk inside, you go up the steps, the stone steps leading into this purple carpeted room. And on either side, to the left, to the right, there's this massive grand hall of books. And it extends just as far to the left as it does to the right, and about double as far all the way back. In the very center of that sits this receptionist with two other people around her that are all answering questions for people that are looking for different books. The entire complex is covered in shelves that stretch anywhere from 10 to 12 feet high. And you see people that have, on the first floor, kind of walking around, putting books on the shelves. On the second floor, you see some of the other people that are up there that are looking around on the books. But these shelves extend all the way up through the flooring, up to the next layer. And are kind of supported by the actual floor, like the second floor itself supports the shelving.
I'm just going to look around for a second. I'm going to look forward at the receptionist and be like, yeah, I'm going to need a catalog. And then I'm going to walk towards the receptionist to try to not spend 3 years searching for a book in here.
Hello? Can I help you?
Why, hello. I happen to be searching for 2 inquiries. I'll start with the first one, I guess. I'm doing a little bit of research on the pantheons, and I'm not getting much information about one of the gods listed. Do you have any books covering literally anything about Nilotep? Tends to be a bit of a taboo topic.
I'm sure we have plenty of books. Now, whether or not they're going to be what you're looking for is the hardest part. That particular god is surrounded in a shroud of mystery, I'm sure. You already know that. But
yeah, bit befitting of his place, I guess.
if you are looking for
But I'm looking for
information
as
on
much information
him,
as I can.
you can check our religious section. It's going to be over in the first floor, section D, row 34. And that whole entire row there has different religious text, specifically regarding the not so well-known gods. You might find some information there amidst all the
Hey.
other minor construed gods as well.
Speaking of that, would you happen to have any information on a potential false deity of Drolkin Alaxon?
I don't think I've ever heard that name. Do you know what pantheon it comes from?
I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Do you know
That's
what
a bit
race?
draconic in nature. It's a bit draconic in nature.
Dragonborn or dragon?
I believe Dragonkin.
Dragonkin. Ancient?
Absolutely.
You can reference the books that are going to be on the second floor, section C, row 35. That carries all of the information regarding the Yontis and the fight between the Draconians. That might be your only hope on that end. A lot of that history was lost long
Well,
ago.
that's a bit more than that's a bit more help than I expected to receive, if I'm being brutally honest with you.
Now, in both regards, none of this can be taken truly as facts. It is lost history.
Hearsay and whatnot.
Of course. But you're more than welcome to drove through the books
Yes.
there.
Why, thank you. And, you know, there's always a bit of truth, even in myth.
You say so.
Stories have to come from somewhere.
From the heads of riders.
Usually crafted by their experiences. It plays a role. Thank you for your help, though. I'm going to walk towards the religious section.
Okay.
And I'm going to write down just like a quick scribble of the exact row and everything on the second floor where I can find the thing. On Drolkin. That way I'll have it for later.
All right. We'll probably
And
do
then
that during
I
a
would like to-
downtime activity.
Yep. Oh, real quick though, while I'm walking over to the religion section, I would like to mutter under my breath, I hope that Miara and Leon aren't getting chewed out by that temple. I probably should have warned them what Nilotep was. Or not. I'm gonna head back to I'm gonna continue heading to the religious section.
All right. Sticks, you want to go up? I guess we'll save Clover for last. Give her a minute.
Sure. I would like to go to a. Is there a place that sells flowers?
I'm sure there is. Probably a multitude of places in a city this size.
Just the closest one.
There's a little flower shop. She's kind of outside on the side of the road in the Grand Marketplace. She has her own little stall, but that's probably going to be the closest place that you're going to find. A lot of the flowers and stuff that she's selling are native to this region. So you have different things like lilies. You have a tiger lily bouquet. You also have different like desert flowers as well. You have flowers that come from like cactus, things like that. You have all kinds of assortment to work with here.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do any of these like mean anything? Like have
Oh?
meanings behind them? Because I know
What kind of meaning are you trying to portray? I guess is the question.
I don't know. I just don't want to pick the wrong one.
Well, if you're ever unsure, you can always go with a desert rose.
Sure, that works.
Fantastic. Desert roses they're used as a symbol in a lot of literature and art. In some works of literature, they're flowers that symbolize longing, love, and the beauty of the desert, even though it's dried and barren. This flower sparks love and beauty in a spot where there is none. It's quite interesting. But it's always a safe bet if you're unsure of what to give to someone that you care about.
Okay.
Of
How
course, if
much?
you want to give them something that you don't care about, then you could always give them a thistle. That usually hurts. Or poison.
I think you've made your point. I'll just go with the desert flower,
Oh, good. Good choice.
the desert rose. How much?
2 gold pieces for that. It's a bouquet of 12.
You said 2?
Yes.
Sorry, you cut out.
2 gold pieces for 12.
All right, I give her 2 gold pieces.
And she's going to hand you the desert rose bouquet.
All right.
If you don't know
Now
what a
I'd like to
desert
go to the
rose
sultry sultan.
is, it's a very, very vibrant pink flower. 5-petaled pink flower with like
So
a
all-
white center. It's very gorgeous.
So all three of us are heading to the Sultry Sultan.
Does seem that way.
That's interesting.
So I think Styx and Chloe are probably going to arrive there first. So, Styx, you're going to make your way towards the
Yes.
Sultry Sultan. And on the way there, you are going to run. You're going to run into Chloe, who is also arriving close to about the same time as you. Not sure if that's going to matter to you, if you want to hide or whatever, but
Not really.
all right.
She may still be.
She's back.
Okay.
Chloe, are you back?
Mhm.
All right. We're going to jump over to you. You're going to arrive at the Sultry Sultans, and about that time, you're also going to have an owl arrive too with a bouquet of about 12 pink flowers.
Aw, Sticks. Are those apology flowers, or what are those? Are they makeup flowers?
I have no idea. I stopped listening to the flower vendor about halfway through.
All right. Well, do you want me to go in first, since I'm assuming you want some alone time with her?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. So I will head in first.
So you're going to head into the Sultry Sultans. And as you do, all the girls are going to turn to look at you. They're going to get big old blushy eyes like normal. And then they're going to run over to you. Oh, it's the bunny. Are you back again?
I am. I am looking for Scarlet. Is she around?
Oh. She's actually not. She didn't come in this morning.
Oh. When was the last time you saw her?
Yesterday around noon?
Okay. If she comes in, could you let her know that I stopped by? Please and thank you.
Yeah, I definitely will.
And I also have a little Owlin friend out there who also wants to see her. So if you could let her know that, please, too.
Yeah, I definitely will.
I appreciate that. And I'm going to walk out and look at Styx and say she's not there. They
All
saw
right.
her, the last time they saw her was yesterday at around noon.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. So where do y'all go from here? Styx and Chloe.
Well, Styx is going to quickly write down a letter, put it in the flowers, go in and ask one of the girls to bring it to the back and just keep it in the back room for when Scarlet shows up.
She's going to gently kind of fan herself as she sniffs the flowers and giggles, but she will nod and run into the back and deposit the flowers.
All right. After that, Styx is going to make his way to the Arcanum Society, and everything else I think we can do on downtime because it's going to be a lot of him looking up stuff, and I don't want to hold anybody up.
Me and you got the same idea.
Y'all should pass Demetrius at some point if y'all are going that way. So, you can give me a perception check to see if y'all notice him in the throngs of people.
Sure. Can I also give it with Hoots since he's on my shoulder?
Yes. Chloe, where are you headed after all this? Just to make sure I keep tabs on where everyone's located at in the city.
I am going to go to the garden.
Okay. You're going to make your way to the garden. Styx, you can give me a perception check. Chloe. You're going to make your way to the garden.
Yes.
Which one?
The Natalie's garden.
The secret one outside of town? She has two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
14 is my perception check.
Okay. Did you decide to go to one of the gardens, Chloe?
I don't want to go to the one out of town, so I guess
Okay.
I'll go to the other one. Is the other one in town?
Yeah, the other one is in town. Usually the one that she goes to out of town is only at night. You would know that much.
Okay, so I'll
So
go to
you
the
go to her day garden. And as you arrive, you're going to see a beautiful field of flowers, the lulling of the lake. You're going to see all the little bugs and fireflies flying around, the birds tweeting, but no Natalie.
Has anything been disturbed recently? Like, can I tell if anybody's been there within the last day or so?
Not really. And Styx,
Okay.
you are going to notice Demetrius.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to Demetrius and I'm gonna say, "Where are you headed?"
I just came from the barracks and was gonna file the report for our group. Which reminds me, see any of the other group, tell them we can't leave the city.
Why?
Kind of really important. City guard says we are not allowed to leave. Just letting you know.
Oh, that's kind of bad.
It's kind of bad. Kind of also why I'm trying to find Heresy, but she hasn't been there. So I was trying to go to the Soldier Sultan so I can get some
Scarlet's
information.
not there, but I did hear that they were Heresy. Do you remember that town we were at with the relic?
Yeah.
The small one? I heard they were heading up that way. So if you leave now, you may be able to catch them.
We can't leave city, remember?
You can't leave the city. I didn't hear nothing. And Styx is gonna walk away.
You get arrested. Don't say I didn't warn you. Also,
Styx will get arrested, not Alexander Nightshade.
So anyways, roger that. I'm gonna try and figure out some information further, just to make sure everything checks out. Have a good day. And I'm gonna keep walking. I'm going to head to the Honor Guard, by the way, the Brotherhood of Honor.
Okay.
And that'll be a downtime stuff.
All right. Does this feel like a good stopping spot for everybody?
I think so.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I actually do have something just to notify the rest of the team, Vex. Can I, well, if I send out, like, Ajax, is there any way he could deliver notes to the rest of the group? Will he be able to find them?
I mean, he might have to do a lot of looking, but maybe.
Okay. I'm
If
probably
it's
gonna do
notes
that
to
in
stay
downtime as well.
If it's notes to stay in town, do you really think it's the best idea to give the person who is currently on a chaos streak a note that says stay in town?
Probably not, but Demetrius would just because he said he'd notify the
Got it.
team.
Works for me.
Just so
But
that
yeah,
I
I'll
can
do that
keep.
during downtime. I'll roll for perception.
All right, so just so I can keep tabs on where everyone's gonna be at. So we have Leah Bell, who will be in the library. Demetrius, who will be in the honor guard. Clover, where are you going to be at when you start up your downtime stuff? Where would you like to head back to?
I'm going to my Vanguard.
Going to the Luminary Vanguard?
Preliminary Vanguard, yep.
Okay. Leon and Miara?
We're gonna quickly check on Spike and then head to the Arcanum Society for research about the water.
All right. And Styx, we already know that you're headed to the Arcanum Society, right?
Yeah, my downtime's going to take place there and probably my room for most of it, unless Scarlet shows back up. So,
All right. All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight's session. Thank you all for coming out and listening to us and kind of tagging along in this story that we're weaving one piece at a time. So hopefully next time we'll figure out kind of what all's going on behind the scenes with downtime activities and people and things like that. And yeah, till then, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our epic little sessions and manic mischief from Leah Bell. And we will see y'all all next time on Magic, Mischief, and Mayhem. Good night.